Take us back to, I think, nearly 2 years ago when Kaylee came out of the bathroom and she said, I got something to tell you, I think I'm pregnant. What were your first thoughts, your feelings?
It's at first nothing. I was like, oh, she's probably just joking, because she was laughing when she came out. She was laughing, and we both stared at it. We both started laughing, and we both quiet for a very long time. And I think we didn't talk about it until the next morning. We were just silent in bed and just fell asleep like that. And then next morning is when it sort of hit, and we're like, what do we do? What do we do? How are we going to do this? Are we going to do a keep? Do we want to abort? Do we want to put up for adoption? All these things. I was freaking out a lot. I wasn't planning on having kids, especially not then. We worked together and all that. There was a lot of things going on in my head. It was very, very loud, very, very scary.
What was the loudest fear screaming at you?
Oh, how am I going to pay for all this? Like if she just decided to abort her, if we do decide to keep, both ways are expensive. How am I going to, because I feel like I knew either way I'm supporting in the end. I'm going to support in some way, and at the very least financially. So I'm thinking, how am I going to, I got a job, but it's low paying. It doesn't pay well. How am I going to pay for all this? And how are we going to navigate through all these societal, just people, what are people going to think as well? Oh my God, what are my parents going to think? There's a lot of things to be fearful about, but it's mostly, in the beginning, it was mostly just the money.
Had you ever thought about becoming a father before that?
No.
Yeah, never.
No. Maybe later down the line, but it was never no.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
So when you and Kaylee decided to keep, what fears kept coming up for you then? Like, what was the biggest concerns for you?
Definitely still the money thing. I feel like that's still a fear right now. How we're going to keep ourselves afloat. Honestly, I think it's only that. It was only that.
Just money?
Yeah, because I've heard some pretty great father figures in my life. My own father, for starters. And I just felt like even if I wasn't prepared to be a dad, I wasn't really planned for it or anything, I knew I'd be fine because I have great father figures in my life.
That's awesome.
That they're people I can look up to and ask for advice and whatnot.
I love that, because that was my next question. Like, were there moments when you questioned whether you're ready or capable of being a dad? But the fact that you had that's amazing.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part emotionally or mentally about facing an unplanned pregnancy?
I'm a very go with the flow type person, so I roll with the punches. Shit happens.
Yeah.
But that's how I live. Shit happens. You just gotta deal with it as it comes.
Yeah.
It's just another thing to deal with. It's a lot harder than things I've had to deal with previously, obviously. But we're here now. Dig your feet down. What's next?
You told Kaylee that you'd support her, but you'd also shared that you weren't ready to be a dad. Can you walk us through what was going on for you at that time? Like, what?
Oof. In the beginning, there's a lot of back and forth between me and Kaylee about that being ready. Do we want to have kids? This is a huge commitment to stick to, financially, emotionally. She's also from the UK, so there's a lot of talk about her moving back if we weren't together. Would she take baby with her? I felt like, even though at this point it's unplanned, but in the day she's mine, or at the time it's mine. Yeah, baby's mine, so I don't want to not be in their life. I don't want to. It felt weird knowing that there's a kid out there that's mine, and I'm not in its life. So I think the biggest thing that I was scared of is if she actually did decide to move.
Yeah.
And take the baby away from me.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's interesting even that you've already identified it's your baby. Like, take your baby away from you.
She pointed that out as well. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh geez, am I ready?
So how did you and Kaylee navigate those early conversations together?
Oh, like I said, I'm a guy that rolls with the punches, and that also means I back down a bit. So I want to do what I can to support her. I also want to try and do what's right for me, but I'll also put that aside if it means it betters her.
That's beautiful.
Helps support her more.
Yeah.
So it helped me thinking about my cousins. We've had family who have had unplanned pregnancies, young as well. A few, they were like maybe 17, 18. They're doing great now, they're thriving now. They've got more kids and they're, with their partners and they're great. So I'm thinking, geez, if they can do it, why can't I? Why can't we do this?
You looked at your 17-year-old cousins. Did you see any qualities in them that helped them get through that you were like they're 17, like surely was there anything was it family support? Was it stamina? Did they win Otto? Like what? Like just to establish what was,
Yeah, definitely a lot of family support. Growing up, we'd have them, like everyone sleepover hours, and a Samoan family, they're always big families, always there are people to support you when you need to.
So how did you come to hear about Diamond?
Google search.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Kaylee's an avid Googler.
Yeah. And what
she likes to research, and you're one of the top picks.
What were your expectations when you came here? I'm like, you thought it was an abortion clinic. So what did you think you were going to see or experience? And then what did you actually experience?
I knew we were going to come in for some sort of consult. I thought it was going to be a consult before any sort of procedure was going to go on. That was that really. I was really just there for, I say moral support, but I don't know what moral support I was giving because I was also freaking out with it. I was just there for decoration, really. That's all it was, really. We came in and we had the consult with you. Remember that? I think you said in the beginning that you help support, women that are going through pregnancy, mostly unplanned, and the steps going ahead. And the more you were talking, the more I realized this isn't actually an abortion, but is it? This is some sort of, in my head, some sort of therapy session, is it? So, and then as you were talking, everything. I feel like everything started to make sense as the more you spoke to us. Sort of, and I started to feel at ease with being a dad, with just knowing that someone was there, someone outside of family, someone just completely unrelated was also there to support and actually knew what the next steps were or next steps could be. And for the first time, that's when I actually felt, alleviated. Sort of, things weren't as scary as they were when we first found out. There actually is, a tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's something to look forward to. There might be something we could do, and it won't be completely damaging to, our lives and the people and who we were at that point.
Was there a moment you remember thinking, I'm going to show up, I'm going to commit?
I know that the first month was touch and go. After we found out, the first month was when all the emotions were happening. I was like, really, this is really happening. I'm going to be a dad. Am I ready to be a dad? No, not really. We should terminate. Actually, should we terminate? I might be able to do this. And then that was all happening in the first month. And then I feel like slowly, gradually, it wasn't like a turning point. Just slowly happened over time.
I love that.
You just felt, ready, and as ready as you can be, I guess.
And how did we support you as a man, a partner, and a father to be?
From my point, the best way you supported me is the way you supported Kaylee. The way Diamond was there, backing Kaylee every step of the way, and mostly in parts in areas where I obviously couldn't. I guess they're mostly, talking to someone who I guess understood better than I did.
Yeah.
A lot better than I did.
Now, as a dad, whoa, what does fatherhood look like for you today?
It's beautiful. That's great. I thought, I'm not very, like I said, not very emotionally into person. I'm very laid back. I'm very, not lovey-dovey either. With her, geez. Whole new person.
So how has your perspective changed since those early days?
Complete 180, Randy. I'm a lot more the way I look at fatherhood now is like it's the greatest thing ever. Back then it was, you know, a whole new ball game, just completely uncharted territory, obviously. And I couldn't understand it, but being deep in it right now, geez, I get why people say it's the most beautiful thing ever. Outside looking in, and people say, growing up or over the years, when people would say, "Oh, it's the greatest thing you'll ever do," I'm like, "Is it though? Is it? Have you eaten Indian Cove? Have you gone to Macca's? Those are pretty great."
Okay, so what do you love most about being a dad?
I don't know, because there's a lot I love about it. So waking up watching her learn at this age, watching her learn and actually engage and understand what we're trying to teach her and just things about the world. She knows what different colors are now, and that was going from newborn, and then now she's like jumping off the bed. She's now running face first into the wall, and just learning different and new things. And it's like just watching them grow in general. I guess that's great. Yeah, just watching a human develop is the best thing.
When you look back to that season, what would you say to your past self?
Oh, jeez. Grow up. Shit happens. Nah, don't be scared. It's hard. Everything's hard. When we've the hard things up until that point we've managed to get through. What makes you think we gotta get through this? Yeah.
So what would you say to another man who finds himself where you were, like unsure, scared, and unprepared?
It gets better. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a long tunnel. Don't get me wrong, it's a long tunnel. I still feel like I'm in it sometimes, but there's a light at the end, and it's bloody amazing once you reach it.
What does it mean to you now to have had an organisation like this walk alongside you?
Means the world, really. It's just knowing that we're not alone, even though we weren't really, because my family's great, her family's great, but knowing people outside our families, people from the outside looking in, were also right there next to us, walk alongside us. It was great to just have that support, to be like someone we could really go home,
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.